A flicker in the dark, missing girls, and small-town secrets. The Louisiana humidity hung heavy in the air, clinging to Chloe Davis like a guilty secret. 20 years. 20 years since that summer. 20 years since the darkness had swallowed her childhood whole, leaving a gaping hole in the heart of Tiny Bro Bridge. Now, in Baton Rouge, a world away and yet agonizingly close, Chloe thought she finally had it. A life, a future, a fiancé, Daniel, who saw her, the real her, the one buried beneath the layers of therapy and medication. Her practice, tucked away in a quiet street downtown, was her sanctuary. She helped troubled teens navigate the treacherous currents of adolescence, teens not unlike the girls who had vanished into the Louisiana summer all those years ago. It was a strange mirroring, a way to make amends, perhaps, for a past she hadn't created, but had certainly been defined by. But then, the flickering began. It started subtly, a news report on the radio, a missing poster plastered to a telephone pole. A local girl, Aubrey, disappeared. The name wasn't important. It was the feeling, the creeping dread that wormed its way into Chloe's bones, the echoes of that long-ago summer resonating in her ears. Bro Bridge seemed to be calling, the suffocating familiarity of the bayou, the whispering secrets of the moss-draped oaks. She remembered the relentless heat, the frantic searches, the constant fear that choked the town. The image of her father, Sheriff Davis, his face etched with a haunting sadness, flickered in her mind. Daniel, bless him, tried to reassure her. It's just a coincidence, Chloe. You're a psychologist. You're trained to see patterns. He held her close, his warmth a fragile shield against the encroaching cold. He knew her story, the burden she carried, the guilt that clung to her like a second skin. He encouraged her to focus on the wedding, the future they were building together. But the flickering wouldn't dim. Then another girl, Harper, vanished. The parallels were too stark, too disturbing to ignore. The media frenzy began, the reporters descending on Baton Rouge like vultures, their questions sharp and probing, reopening wounds Chloe had desperately tried to heal. She found herself drawn back into the past, meticulously reviewing old case files, poring over newspaper clippings, searching for a connection, a clue, anything to make sense of the unfolding nightmare. She walked the familiar streets, now shaded by new buildings, yet still haunted by the ghosts of her past. She saw the fear in the eyes of the parents, the suspicion that tainted every conversation. Was she becoming paranoid? Was the past distorting her perception? Or was something truly sinister lurking in the shadows, a darkness mirroring the one that had consumed her childhood? Chloe knew she had to find answers, not just for herself, but for the families who were now facing the same agonizing uncertainty she had endured. She dug deeper, venturing into the darker corners of Baton Rouge, interviewing those who knew the missing girls, uncovering secrets and hidden lives. As the wedding approached, the tension mounted. Every shadow seemed to hold a threat. Every whisper carried a hidden meaning. Chloe found herself caught in a web of suspicion, unsure who to trust, battling her inner demons. Was she destined to relive the horrors of her past? Or could she finally break free from the darkness that had haunted her for so long? She feared what she might find if she continued to dig, but she knew she couldn't stop. She had to know the truth. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more book summaries and insights. Feel free to check out another video or dive into the full playlist you see now for more great book summaries. Click now and keep exploring.